What's up, T Squad? It's me, Keisha, and I am back with my Real Housewives of Miami Season 6 Reunion Part 2. All right, let's get into it. So we continue where we left off on Reunion Part 1 with Alexia and Larsa going at it in Larsa's dressing room while Stephen Urkel is sitting there like a little kid, just looking back and forth like a little dummy. They arguing about who's a liar, who ain't a liar. They get called back out to the stage, and Andy asks Lisa about the divorce with Lenny. She says that it's gotten worse. He's suing her about plates and forks and knives and stuff. And he asks about the condo that she's staying in that's like $32,000 or something like that a month. And she says that the reason why she's staying in such an expensive condo is because the court said that she has to stay in proximity of her old house on Star Island until the house he has to build her is built. But the new house will not be in her name. It'll be in the children's name. So the children will technically own the house. And Jody wanted her to be near him, so he's helping pay that $32,000 a month rent. And Andy was like, "Are you sure that Lenny's gonna build you the house?" She was like, "It's in the court papers. He has to." She says, "But he's like been trying some stuff." So knowing Lenny, child, he gonna try to finesse that where it's gonna take forever for that house to get built, or he gonna do something. He gonna do something to finesse it to where he ain't gonna have to give her anything. But like, that's crazy that the house is in a kid's name. Like, that's so crazy. And then she even said that he was trying to get it to whereas she can't have a man in the house. If she gets married, of course, money stops. She would have to get kicked out of the house. Child, this is why you always got to have your own, ladies. Always have your own. Being so dependent on a man, you will not have to go through this because ain't no way. Nah. So Lisa and Gertie get to arguing about the fact that she was so aloof to what Gertie was going through all season. Like, when Gertie would have breakdowns, she would just sit there like, what is going on? What's happening? Oh my God. Guess I can clear a room. Then when they were in Mexico and Gertie was getting sick, she literally stayed behind to find her lip gloss. Couldn't care less. And so Gertie was like, I was going through something life-threatening. She was like, and I was going through stuff that was life-threatening. Don't diminish what I was fighting about. I was fighting about my kids. And she get to screaming and fake crying. Girl, fake. Only time Lisa cries for real is if it has anything to do with Lenny. Other than that, the tears do not come. She fakes cries all the time. And I wish somebody would call her out on the fact that she be fake crying, because there'd be no tears. She just be sniffling and wiping her eyes. Don't nothing be there. So yeah, you were fighting for your kids. But like Gertie said, your kids are alive, healthy, and well. I was fighting for my life. Just that. Just that, but yeah, girl, no problem. And then Lisa gonna lie and say that she stayed behind trying to find everybody's stuff on the boat. Girl, you was looking for your lip gloss. Stop. And then at the end of the day, she still didn't apologize. She still didn't say she was wrong. She still was making herself be the victim and act like what she did was okay. That's why I said her and Dorit are the same person. They are literally the same person. They make everything about them, and they do not see flaws in anything that they say or do. And it's ridiculous. So Gertie said, that your children are alive and well. She was like, you were insufferable all season. Everybody said it. And I was like, thank God you put it out there on the table. And Lisa, I feel like I can't breathe. Girl, goodbye. And I would have mimicked her to show that she was fake crying, because she would have stopped immediately. So, Nicole calls Lisa out when Gertie said she had to have a second surgery. And like I said, she was on there looking for lipstick and all of that type of stuff. So Lisa was like, I was looking for everyone's stuff. Marisol says that her mom passed away on Mother's Day, and that's why she was so emotional and upset that day when Anna showed up to the Mother's Day brunch and all of that stuff. Adriana is arguing the fact that it wasn't real Mother's Day when it happened. So apparently Mama Elsa passed away on like a day where people were having a Mother's Day brunch, but it wasn't actually Mother's Day, but they were having a Mother's Day brunch. And that's where Marisol was when it happened. And so she's arguing that it wasn't a real Mother's Day. It wasn't a real Mother's Day. Okay, it doesn't have to be a real Mother's Day, but it still was a Mother's Day event. So it will always be in correlation with her mom passing. Like, Adriana, you need to chill. You really need to chill on that. Like, that wasn't cool at all. Like, I ain't like that. So Andy get mad. Like, okay, we heard you the 5 times you said it. Like, girl, calm down. We get it. What is your problem? Like, Andy was getting so annoyed at Frida Kahlo. He was like, girl, chill out. So we find out that Anna had in fact spoke to Marisol and Alexia during the COVID situation. And that's why Nicole thought everything was good between them, because they'd spoken to her. So she's still trying to understand why Alexia thinks that she was trying to set something up. And so Alexia keeps on throwing it back to last year's reunion when Anna was brought up. Only thing that you said out your mouth, Alexia, was like, I'm not scared of her. I'm not scared of her. I don't care. You know what I'm saying? You didn't say that it was no beef or anything like that. So I just don't understand why you still trying to make this Nicole's fault. Like, it's becoming a little bit obsessive, this thing that you have with Nicole. Like, it's really borderline weird now. So, Alexia, like I said, is still just believing that Nicole was in on it. So Nicole says, the fact is you have a boner for me that you can't see the forest for the trees. You need to go to the bathroom, let one out. Because the boner that you have for me is like, smack one out, girlfriend. That had to be one of the best comebacks that Nicole has ever said on this show, because it's so true. Like, you're so obsessed with her on some Mariah Carey, why are you so obsessed with me type time. Like, you want to be her. You want to peel her skin and wear it as a shirt. Like, what is going on? Like, are you mad that she's blonde, younger, prettier, more successful, got a richer man than you? Like, what is it about this girl that you just detest so much? Because that girl ain't did nothing to you. And Adriana had already said to y'all that she was the one behind it. And you're just negating that. You just negating that. Even at the reunion, you were still negating it. So, Nicole then calls them out, especially Marisol, because she shows how after the Mother Day brunch, when everybody else left, Marisol was still behind, kicking it with her after the fact. Getting in her car, all types of stuff, sitting on her lap and all types of stuff, but then didn't want to invite her to her events. Like, make it make sense. If you don't like me, don't like me. But don't try to be all up in my face when your homegirl ain't around. Like that fake stuff. And that's why you can literally say that Marisol is two-faced. Because she really does have two faces. But anywho. So I was like, okay, so I see how Marisol roll. So Marisol makes excuses once again. And Adriana finally apologizes to Nicole for leaving her out there to take the rap for everything, and says once again that it was all her and that Nicole didn't do anything. Still didn't get her apology from Marisol and Alexia. That never happened. And I don't understand why Andy didn't push for that, because it's obvious she didn't do anything and y'all was sitting up here accusing her of something that she did not do. Andy be dropping the ball, bro. So Julia and Lisa go back and forth over the baby daddy comment. You know, Lisa said, you know, you got 3 baby daddies, but I never held that against you. And she said that in retaliation of Julia broaching the subject about why did you, I couldn't see myself going to a birthday party if the police had just been called to my home. I wouldn't leave my kids back there. And I agreed with Julia. I agreed. Like, if this man is so wretched and you can't trust him, he just called the police on you for no reason, why would you leave your kids in the house with something like that? I wouldn't have. I most certainly wouldn't have. But Lisa, one of them people where she don't want to listen to nobody and you can't never tell her when she wrong. So, she goes on to say to Lisa that I wasn't even trying to be malicious. I was literally concerned and just telling you how I felt. And so Andy asked her, will she apologize? And she was like, I'm not ready to, not right now. And I was so happy that she said that, and she stood on business. Like, no, I'm not going to say it right now because it wouldn't be genuine. So Nicole and her father comes up and she says that, you know, she's really thankful for the show because she got the chance to make things right with her father before he passed away, which was good. And he got to know that she was having a baby girl and everything. So backstage, Julia is crying and she goes into Lisa's dressing room to talk to her one-on-one. And she shows her, I think she said her father sent her pictures of her kids or whatever the other day, because another part of the story was after the episode aired, Julia went online and made a post about the episode and about Lisa or whatever. And Lisa was hurt by that because she was coming for her. So she says that day, what caused her to do that is that her father had sent her pictures of the kids and had accidentally included pictures of her son that is unalived. So it just riled up all of her feelings and emotions. And once again brought up, like, I could never leave my child under any circumstances. And she was like, and that's why I didn't want to say I was sorry on the stage, because this is not for public consumption for everybody. I needed you to get why I felt the way that I did. And she apologizes. Lisa didn't apologize to her for what she said. Like, I'm so sick of Lisa not apologizing for nothing. And Alexia and Marisol and Larsa, they never have to be held accountable and really truly apologize. But they made up, they hugged each other, and that was that. So they get back on stage and Gertie's cancer journey is next. And it really irked my soul when, after the montage was shown, Andy, so before she can even really get to talking about all of the people that she's encouraged to go get mammograms and stuff, here go Larsa. Yeah, you should tell them how African American women are, you know, more affected than anybody else. Girl, don't be trying to give out breast cancer numbers and stats to everybody when you were one of the most least supportive people in this group. And the one person out of everybody that snaked me the most. Be quiet. This ain't about you. Don't try to get an A in class right about now. Because no, I would have told her to shut up. That pissed me off. Don't try to bring up nothing that got to do with me, black women, breast cancer, nothing. Shut up. So, after that, Larsa still makes excuses for her behavior and says that she thought that Gertie meant not to put it on social media. She specifically told you don't tell the girls. How does that make you then think to say, well, I thought you meant don't put it on social media? That don't even go together. Like, the excuse you just came up don't even go together. And I wish that Gertie would have said that. Like, you sound really dumb. Has all the filler gone to your head? Like, what is going on? So, Gertie was like, you know, the time I'm going through the worst journey of my life, it was hard already, and you made it harder. Larsa had the nerve to open them big plastic lips of hers and say, I did not make it harder, my love. How you gonna tell this woman how your actions affected her. And you did make it harder. Like, she still was being so crass and unapologetic about the whole situation. It was like mind-boggling. Like, you are the devil. And I would have said that to her, like, there's something wrong with you. That all of this that you're doing on the outside will never be able to fix. You got issues, my love. There is something devastatingly wrong with you. Like, seriously. So Gertie was like, you hurt me. And Larsa Thompson, you hurt me too. And it's like, once again, you don't get it. Just how Garcelle and them was trying to get Dorit to see that she didn't get it. It's the same thing with Larsa and Lisa. Like, y'all don't get it. Or you just choose not to forget, but to get it because y'all so self-absorbed. But y'all are just disgusting. Like, I don't even have enough words in my vocabulary to describe how disappointing of a human being you are. Like, I wish there was a nut that could be sucked back or something, because y'all are just ew, gross. Other than that, I give Reunion Part 2 an A. It was really good. I'm so happy that Gertie's standing up for herself. I'm happy that Alexia is going at Larsa, that half of the girls are going at Larsa. I can't wait for Part 3 for Gertie to really go in and let have on Larsa. I want to see what riles Marisol up. What's going on with that dude? I know they made it look like it's her and Alexia that got into it, but when she said, you and your greasy, disgusting hair, she had to have been talking about Julia. She was talking about Julia. Her and Julia must have got into it or whatever. But I'm excited about Part 3. Y'all let me know what y'all thought about Reunion Part 2. Let's talk about it. Make sure to thumbs up this video, like and subscribe, and hit that notification bell button. I love you guys, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye.